Hi everyone.
Hi guys.
Lovely to see you. Today is a sort of slightly unique video and something we've not done before, but it's
unique to us.
Unique to us, absolutely.
New to us.
It's a new format, but actually it's so fun to work with other fellow fragrance lovers.
Yeah, I mean, one of the fun things about doing this is meeting like-minded frag heads around the world.
Yeah.
So this one in particular, Juan from Hueleme Mucho, is a channel that I've watched for a while. I certainly had an interest in his reviews of Bortnikov fragrances. He got my eye or my nose kind of perked by those, and Francesca Bianchi as well. If you haven't checked his channel out, go and do it immediately.
Yeah.
He is incredibly passionate. He's very knowledgeable. He's got a really good nose. The other thing I will say about him is that he does all of his reviews in English and Spanish.
Wow.
And so we thought it might be a nice idea to reciprocate. So we're going to do the rest of the video in Spanish, starting with Joe.
If that's okay with you. So
no, okay.
we can't because we've not trained in that part. So.
As we are in a church, as you see, in the heart of the city of London.
Not our house, by the way.
Not our house. It's the house of God.
It is.
We thought it would be a nice idea to invite Juan to choose 4 incense-based fragrances.
Yeah.
So, over to you, Juan.
Thank you.
Hello Dan, hello Joe, hello everyone. Thank you for inviting me to doing this collaboration with you. As you know, I love your channel. I think that your take on fragrances is very special, and I feel that your channel is very close to the way I do my videos and analysis and things. So that is why I love your channel so much. Thank you for inviting me. And well, today we're going to do the video of our top incense fragrances, because I mean, you are in a church, and what better to do than to have incense in a church. And I've chosen 4 fragrances. The first fragrance I'm going to show you today is Naomi Godser, and this is Bois d'Abscess. Bois d'Abscess is a fragrance that mixes incense with boozy drinks with a lot of woods. So this was created by Naomi Godser when her father died, and so it's a moment of introspection and sadness, and so it's a beautiful take on incense. It's a boozy incense with woods, so peculiar, so unique. Not for every moment. You cannot use this every time. It's very strong, very intense. But for certain occasions where you want to just feel yourself, enjoy yourself, or really be introspective, or go to a very special event where sadness is around, it is just fantastic. A fragrance that not for everyone, but if it is for you, it really is for you. This is Bois d'Abscess from Naomi Godser. The second fragrance we're going to be talking about today, I don't have the bottle with me today because I've got it in my parents' house. I'm sorry. I'm going to put a picture here, and this is Tiger's Nest. The Tiger's Nest is from Memo Paris, and it's one of the best fragrances of 2019 for me. Really fantastic fragrance. The incense is a different take on incense than the one we've seen before. The other one was a bit boozy. This one is more creamy. It's more clean. It's more alive. So if you want to concentrate, if you want to meditate and feel alive, if you want to be close to whatever you feel or for whatever you believe in, this is a fragrance that is fantastic. Not for everyone, again. It's not a compliment getter. It's not a fragrance where you're going to conquer your surroundings and people are going to say, wow, you smell great or anything. No, this is it's a fragrance for oneself. It's a fragrance where you feel fantastic, and that is more than enough for me. Whenever I wear it, I never receive compliments, I never receive anything, but I don't care. I feel so at ease with this one. I love it. The third fragrance we're going to be talking about today is Malaga Santa. This is a version that Oriza Legrand has done for my friend Pedro Alonso, and he is on the internet on eBay, but I mean this one he only sells on eBay. But this one is such a beautiful take on incense. If you've ever been to Spain during the Easter holidays, which have recently passed, there's a lot of incense burning on churches, on the street and things, and this is how it smells. When my friend gave me this bottle, I said, I am not going to like it as in at all. I mean, I don't want to smell like a church. And this is something else. This is so beautiful, it's so alive. You feel the incense burning, and with a creamy note, a bit of lemon just to make it shine. So beautiful that once you spray it on, you feel like you're walking on the Semana Santa, you're full of incense. But once it settles down, it's a very attractive, very alive. It makes you feel great, and people do give you compliments. This one is much more a compliment getter than Tiger's Nest, hands down. And a surprisingly attractive fragrance. I love Malaga Santa, and it's been one of the best discoveries of 2018 for me. And really, I was expecting not to like this one, and I was wrong. Well, and last but not least, we have Hueleme 1 AJ Arabia, the Black Bottle Collection. This is one of the sexiest fragrances that I own. This mixes beautifully incense, cardamom, dates, a bit of oud. It is just fantastic. So it's got also some vanilla and some creamy notes underneath. So it's sweet enough, but not gourmand. It's got incense, it's sexy, it just shines. Quite difficult to adapt to it, or that's what happened to me. I loved it on the store. I bought it just almost blind buy. It's just, I just had it. I tried it for 30 seconds and I said, wow, this is for me. And I just went away. The thing is that afterwards, it took me 3-4 days to just get used to this marvel. But once I had it on and I've grown used to this, this is a fragrance that is mysterious, is attractive, is day, is night, you name it, you can wear it anytime, anywhere, anyway. So this is one of my most used fragrances. My wife loves it. Everyone, when I wear this, everyone knows that you are around, and it really, truly is attractive. So Hueleme 1, the Black Bottle, is AJ Arabia. So, well, my friends, I hope that you've liked my selection, and Dan and Joe, thank you very much for inviting me today. I hope that you've enjoyed my selection, and I look forward to doing more videos with you. Well, talk to you soon, and thank you very much, all of you, for watching. Bye-bye. Adios, adios.
We're back again. Hello.
Thank you, Juan, for those choices.
Nice things.
Some things for us to try, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, we're going to reciprocate with our 4 choices. Which one should we start with? Can we? I mean, let's okay.
Start with the wonderful, beautiful.
Start with this one, which I think is maybe the fragrance I've mentioned more than ever. I'm just going to go ahead and introduce it. So it is Timbuktu from the house of L'Artisan Parfumé by Bertrand Duchesneau.
Lovely stuff.
We've talked about this a lot, haven't we?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a big love for both of us for a long time.
Let's give it a spray. And
yeah, we've got
and one of the things that we've said about
gem
it,
here.
For me personally, it was the fragrance which got me interested in niche.
Yeah.
In niche fragrance, I first smelt it in this very organ loft when Joe smelled it to me, and I never smelt it anything like it. That
beautiful,
just intensely uplifting. Incense, mango. There's vetiver as well, but for me, it's really about the incense and the mango.
Absolutely.
It's bright, effervescent, bubbly, energetic.
What a combination as well. Who would have thought? Let's combine those two things.
Yeah.
You either get like a very woodsy incense, or you might get a sort of fruity tropical mango thing.
But it also feels
this thing is just a kind of fusion.
Spiritual as well. So it is relating to Timbuktu and Malawian kind of tribal spiritual ceremony. And you get that sense of that. But I also have to say, since I bought this, I bought a lot of fragrances, and I bought a lot of far more expensive fragrances which I spray. And a couple of days ago, I wore this. I wore it out in the morning. I came back in the evening, and my wife said, "Oh, actually, what's that one you're wearing today? Actually, that one smells really nice." I was like, "Okay, it's the one I've had for 6 years or something like that."
If it ain't broke,
from L'Artisan Parfumé.
Mighty Bertrand Duchesneau, thank you very much.
Next one.
This is very interesting, isn't it?
This is interesting. I've not really heard this mentioned at all by anyone. This is from Essenzialmente Laura. This is La Corte. I stumbled upon this when I was in Rome.
Yeah.
Rome, apart from being the most beautiful city in the world,
really
is amazing for fragrance shopping. And I was wandering around Rome. I was actually looking, it was about 11 o'clock at night, and I was looking for an ice cream shop which had been recommended to me for a late night ice cream, and I saw a little independent perfume shop which is obviously closed.
So you broke in?
So I broke in, smashed it and stole the perfume. Now, I came back the next day and went to explore these beautiful perfumes, and one thing that she a kind of thing that she used a bit was incense della Chiesa di Roma, so incense of the Roman churches.
Yeah.
Rome is, I mean, there are more beautiful churches in Rome than there are in the rest of the world combined.
With Caravaggio's just hung up on the wall indiscreetly.
But this smell,
incredible.
you know, we're familiar with it here, the smell of incense hanging in the air, this beautiful frankincense.
It really is a wonderful smell, isn't it?
And this...
Let's give that a whirl. I've not smelt this for ages and ages, actually.
We considered including Avignon by Comte de Garçon as a kind of pure incense, but this is just, I only really get two things: incense and musk. And the musk is quite bright and clean, and the frankincense is bright and energetic. Just two things, and to be bold enough to have just two ingredients, and for it to be successful, is absolutely incredible.
It's wonderful.
It's
very elegant.
It's so beautiful. It just smells
slightly sweet, little.
Yeah, well, I think you get the
gentle
sweetness you get the sweetness of the musk. I almost get a slight kind of nuttiness to it.
Yeah, but it could easily be a battle, couldn't it? It could easily be a battle of the silver frankincense versus the sweetness of the musk, and they don't battle at all.
I think La Corte,
the
inspiration behind that is supposed to be someone who's gone to Sunday morning church and has then gone to court and is maybe flirting, laughing, drinking, sleeping with someone. So it's got that kind of it's got hints of the divine and the human as well.
Yeah.
And I mean, it just smells.
It's beautiful.
So
it's so
elegant.
Wonderful.
It's something, you know, I guess it leans on the side of formal. It would work really, really well with a really sharp suit. But it's one that's not talked about very much.
Gentle woodsiness, but nothing overtly woodsy.
A hint of kind of slight human dirtiness, but only a hint.
Great find, really great find.
Do you want to introduce number 3? Because again, this is a fragrance you introduced me to.
So, straight into the camera there. Breath of God by Guerrilla Perfumes, who you'll find based in Lush. Absolutely. Now, I don't know what you can say about this fragrance because it's a shapeshifter. Every single day,
on paper,
this thing is different.
It's I had it. I wore it the other day, and I put it on Instagram.
Where's the little nozzle thing?
And you know,
sorry, I'm blind.
Incense, mango, cedar, birch, smoked meat.
Yes, absolutely. That's the weird thing about it.
Bubble gum.
It all comes as and when, depending on how it's feeling that day.
So the opening is
I don't know how it does that. In fact, I've got a bottle in my bag, a small bottle as well.
The opening is quite uplifting. I almost get a kind of aquatic cologne kind of feel to it.
Yeah.
Whereas this is not an aquatic feel. This is.
No, if you like aquatics, this isn't.
It's so weird because now when I first bring it, it's so uplifting. Whereas on me, it can occasionally be incredibly dirty and dark.
Yeah.
This is such an interesting fragrance, and
fruity as well.
Yeah, really pretty.
Sort of
when I posted this on Instagram a few days ago, I said, you know, Lush really is a house I need to explore more because they have great ingredients, they are artistically very creative and original, and they're affordable. I mean, there are 3 things.
They're so wonderful. I mean, examples we've talked about already: President's Hat.
Yeah, Tank Battle,
which is so fantastic.
Yeah.
I've been using a shower gel recently called Dirty, and it's just like sort of minty, dirty, earthy stuff. I mean, beautiful. But this thing here is wonderful because the first spray for me smells of the shop in all its cacophony, all its chaos. and it could so easily fall down. It could so easily just fall off a cliff.
But there's so much.
But it keeps going, and it changes.
As the birch comes in, and you get this kind of like barbecued meat feel to it.
It's so wonderful, isn't it?
Really, really, really good. If you've never heard of this house, just go and try. I mean, also they're really affordable. I mean, we own.
They're so
and we
affordable.
talk about a lot of expensive fragrances. This is not
30, 40 quid you can get these things for, and they're so worth it.
amazing. Breath.
We should point out an interesting story about this, actually. I'd forgotten. Breath of God is actually the love child of two perfumes, one called Inhale, one called Exhale, which they still make.
I did not know that.
Yeah, and they come in splash bottles, and in certain branches, like the big one in Oxford Street, for instance, you can still get them. And one of them was a very smoky thing, one of them was a slightly fruity thing, and they just decided to put the two together.
Yeah.
But you can still get them both individually, and it's very interesting, actually.
Yeah.
But I mean, what a gem!
Cool.
What a gem!
Right. Last one. Again, this is one which I came to quite early on, and it kind of blew my mind a bit. So this is Rien from État Libre d'Orange. And this is a sort of reaction to IFRA regulations, and it's a kind of ironic name that Rien is far from Rien. It is everything. So it includes ingredients which have been restricted. So two of the notable ingredients are incense and aldehydes. But I love these atomizers. They're really good.
They are really lovely.
Oh, it's just I
Absolutely wonderful.
They also do an incense intense version, but this is so intense. I mean, it's already filled the space with this energetic incense and aldehydes and feels bright.
Something weird. Maybe it's the Breath of God thing, but I get a little bit of bubblegum in that as well. I get some like super nuclear bubblegum thing going on.
Because this is developed, so I also get a lot of cumin, and this tends dirty and.
And if you wanted to find a perfume that was smoky as hell as well,
it's so smoky, and the incense is so rich. And this is not a kind of churchy incense; it's a million miles from La Corte, which we smelled earlier. This is complete. This is quite fierce. It's a bit scary. It's a bit edgy.
Do you know? In fact, before I bought this back in the day, I listened to a review of a guy called Christophe, a Canadian guy.
Yeah.
And he came up with a brilliant analogy for this, that a friend of his had said, so this is a bit like a friend of a friend, but that it smelt of like TCP and bandages that you'd throw on a fire.
I get the bandages, yeah.
That really medicinal thing.
This, it kind of teeters on the edge of a complete car crash.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's,
it never quite
that's why it's exciting. It's not polite, it's not elegant, it's wacky, it's amazing. No. And I'm so happy to have. And whenever I mean, again, I bought it years ago, and I've smelled a lot of things since. But whenever I come back to it, as you can probably see, I think, wow.
Yeah, it's a throwback as well. It's the throwback to the '70s masculine powerhouses, but done beautifully for the modern, the sort of modern brave wearer.
Yeah, amazing. So those are our
lovely
4
choices,
instances,
I think,
and. Juan, thank you so much for being a part of this and showing us your 4 incense fragrances.
And come and visit us at St Vidas if you're in London.
If you're in London,
get in touch.
Here we are. So tell us about your favourite incense fragrances. I know it's a really popular note and it's used a lot. Comment below and tell us about it.
It's a wonderful note in perfume, isn't it?
It can really lift.
This has reminded me of that.
Until next time.
Bye.
Happy sniffing.